Hi, my name is Joanne Swenson, and I'm the Senior Minister at Church in the Forest in Pebble Beach. This is the fourth in a series of messages that we call Light from the Forest. These messages are intended to keep us connected to each other and to encourage us to stay in the way of Jesus Christ during our COVID-19 crisis. In my neighborhood, there is this large and low flat stone, and on it is a small pile of wood chips, only this pile seems to shift its location from day to day. Well, I finally figured out what was going on. There's a man in our neighborhood who every day at the end of his walk stops in front of that stone. He gets down on the ground and there he does his daily push-ups. And he does one push-up for each of those wood chips. He will not stop until he has shifted each of those wood chips across the rock for each of his push-ups. He uses counting to make himself stronger. Well, people of faith have always done something like that. We have used counting to make our faith stronger. Today is Good Friday, and on this day our Catholic brothers and sisters have done something that is called the Stations of the Cross. Traditionally, they circumnavigate their chapels, stopping at each of the 14 images of Jesus' final days and hours. Our church doesn't have a Stations of the Cross, but we have members who have spiritual practices that are counting-based. For example, we have one member who every day makes it a point to send out one of her beautiful handcrafted postcards. And on the back of these postcards, she always writes some message of joy in her unmistakable penmanship. Another one of our members, since he is retired, has more time on his hands, and he makes it a point every day to call 3 people who he knows needs a connection of friendship and encouragement. Another member has become friends with a small group of women, all of whom are recent widows. They told her that the hardest part of their day is as they move into supper hour and they begin to prepare the evening meal and then face it, eating it alone. So every day at 6 o'clock, she lights a candle for them and she prays for them. Each of these members has a spiritual practice just based on simple counting. A postcard sent out each day, 3 phone calls, that candle lit at 6 p.m. And on this special day, Good Friday, we think about those 14 Stations of the Cross. Only on this Good Friday in the year 2020, so many Catholics won't be able to make those 14 stations. On this extraordinary Good Friday, we face so many problems that have a numerical dimension. Every day we hear about the number of illnesses, the number of deaths, the number of jobs that are now gone, the number of dollars that have been lost. But we can face each of these numbers with our own spiritual numbers. We can each day do one deed of service. We can perform 2 actions of love. We can make 3 phone calls of encouragement. We can choose 4 local businesses that we will give our business to. But the most important spiritual practice is the one that has the number 7. That is daily prayer to God. God is the source of all of our strength. God's strength is beyond counting. It's infinite. It's boundless. It's more than all the push-ups and the wood chips in the world. With each of these spiritual practices, based on simple counting,